What's up, man? It's Big Bro. I've been really pressed to talk about this topic. I know I woke up this morning and it was on my spirit, like, to talk about this topic. And also because I've been talking to a lot of people who've been booking session with me, and I just noticed the same pattern going on. And that's how I really come up with my topics and what need to be discussed sometimes, is just by talking to y'all when y'all book sessions with Big Bro. So one thing that I'm coming to realize is that a lot of y'all are under spells. Okay, and I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I know that word has a lot of stigma to it, and you probably was taught and raised and grown up to believe that that's like witchcraft or that's black magic and all these other new age names or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, being up under a spell, it's like being up under an illusion. Okay, somebody is telling you things about yourself that's not true, or maybe you was led to believe something that is not working for you, but you still are partaking in it anyway. You know, it's something that you're doing that's holding you back from your destiny. Okay, and that's why you're not able to be free spirited. That's why you have a lot of fear when you walk outside. Like, you probably got social anxiety, okay? You probably get scared to talk to people. Maybe you feel like it's always somebody out to get you. You feel like your life is in danger. People are after you. These are all spells that you are under, okay? These are spells that you are under, all right? There are many different types of spells, and I'm going to name some of them in this video as you watch this video. And I just want you to know, this is not something that's going to keep you down forever, okay? As a matter of fact, towards the end of the video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to break that spell and start living your best life. Because I'm going to be real with you, man. Even me, man, like, on my journey, man, before I even started making videos and stuff, I was under the most spells ever. I was under a lot of spells. Okay, even when I was doing YouTube, like towards the beginning of my career, I was still under spells. So I'm not even like innocent to like admitting that I was under spells, but I didn't realize that I was under spells until it came to my knowledge. Like, somebody told me, like, I'm telling you that you could possibly be under a spell, and that's why you can't get ahead. Okay, you probably feel like, man, I know where I want to be. I know where I want to go. Man, I know what I desire to have. But it seems like you stuck. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it seems like there's a dark cloud over your head, and it's like keeping you from seeing daylight. And it's just like you're doing everything you can. You're pushing. You're being productive. You're making sure you stay positive. You're not reacting to negativity. But somehow the negativity keeps on finding you. Folks, I'm sorry to say, but you under a spell, all right? Stay tuned to the end of this video. You know, Big Brother always got something very special for you. And I also have a very special announcement I want to make towards the end of this video. Y'all going to love it, man. Y'all going to love it. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this. All right, so here's how I know that you could be under a spell. When you are under a spell, your life is not flowing, okay? If you're not under any spells, like me, right now, I'm not under any spells, okay? I can proudly say I have broken all the curses that was on me, you know what I mean? I used to have a spell of having like super bad anxiety to the point that I used to pass out. Like, I used to pass out because I used to have panic attacks. I used to be nervous. You know, I used to always be worried about things that was out of my control. I used to fear the worst all the time. But now I don't have that spell on me anymore because I broke it. And I did a few things to break it, which I'm going to let you know at the end of the video. But you could also be under a spell of somebody else, all right? There could be somebody in your life right now that you love and you admire them. And just because you don't want them to feel bad about you, you will never tell them all the things that are wrong about them, okay? And this person has great influence over your life, all right? They know exactly what button to press to get you to do what they want you to do, okay? They know exactly what to say to get you to behave a particular kind of way. They know exactly what type of bait to put on the end of the reel to reel you right in, okay? This person has great influence on your life. I don't know who it is, But whoever it is I'm talking to, I just want you to know you could probably be up under that person's spell. This person has you wrapped into their belief systems. All right. You don't even think like yourself. You think like them. And they have you right where they want you to be. And every time you try to get away from this person, every time you try to venture out, you try to do your own thing, you always find yourself back with this person, repeating the cycle all over again. And it just seems like you can never be your true divine self because of this one person. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm completely running off spirit right now. But if I'm talking to you, then that's for you right there, okay? You got to break that spell, okay? You got to break that spell. All right. It's somebody out there I know that have a problem with girls. OK, you have a problem with females, bro. All right. You have been going through female after female after female after female, if you know what I mean. OK, and every time you look up, you got another girl. Then you got another girl. You got another girl. And it seems like you can never really, you like girls. You like women a lot, but you can never really find happiness in them. Because that's not really what you want at the end of the day. You're fulfilling a thrill, bro. You're fulfilling a little fun spell. It's a spell that's over your life that's keeping you spending your money, okay? It wants to keep you down. It wants to keep you spending your money. It wants to keep you occupied so you don't focus on your vision, so you don't focus on your dream. And so you keep running to women for comfortability because you know they can take care of you. You know that you are very attractive and they like you. They can't get enough of you and they are fulfilling your lust. Okay, because somebody put you up under the spell that you always got to jump from woman to female to female to female. But that's not true. That's not for you. You got to break that spell, bro. You got to live your best life. Okay. You got to become your true divine self. You got to become your ultimate masculine energy, okay? And the only way you're going to be your true divine self, man, is if you keep from giving your energy to all these different women over here that you've been catering to for all your whole entire life, all right? Another spell is this. This is another spell, man. You could be under the spell of trying to venture out and move, okay? You probably been wanting to move. You probably been wanting to get away from your family. You probably been wanting to get away from people that you love the most, but it seems like you can't do it. Okay? You can't do it because you're scared to get out there and you're just scared to get on your magic carpet and just know that the genie, the God or the most high God is going to give you everything that you desire only when you take that leap of faith. Okay? But it seems like I get the intuition and impression that it seems like people around you are putting and whispering things into your ear. Okay, that make you fear from coming out here. That it make you fear from going out of bounds. You know, and they got you inside these little lines and these little inbound court. You know what I mean? And it makes you think that if you go anywhere outside of only what you know, then your life is gonna go bad. See, they've been putting these things in your ear for years. And something been on your consciousness telling you, you got to go. You got to pack your bags and go. You need to take that opportunity for that job that they have for you in that different state. You got to go there. You can't wait no longer because time is ticking and life is passing you by. So this is your message right here. I'm confirming it to you. Somebody got you under a spell that if you go out here, everything is going to fail. That's not true. Your destiny, your specific person, your dream husband is not where you are. He is not there. He is not in that city. If you want to find him, you got to go out here and explore. You got to get out into the wilderness. And then they will manifest into your life because you are changing up your habits. See, one thing you got to understand is you can't get different results doing the same thing, folks. And a lot of people that's doing that are right around you. Okay? I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's people around you. You see their lifestyle. You don't want to live like them. And the only reason why they're living like that is because they're expecting different results, but they doing the same thing over and over again. It don't work that way. And see, you have fell under the spell of their lifestyle. Since they doing what they doing and doing the same things that they doing, they got you under that same spell. They got you under that same pattern that's been keeping them down for years. And it makes you think that if you go and do something different, you're going to be doing them wrong. You're not going to be doing them wrong. You got to break that spell. All right. See, one thing you got to understand, man, is See, sometimes it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I just told y'all I was under spells at one point. You know what I mean? But if you want to be free, if you want to smell the fresh air, if you want to see all of life in HD, UHD clarity, crystal, okay? See, I can see stuff so clearly. I can see the real colors of trees, man. And it feels so good to look at the clouds and just know that I am completely 100% free from spells and curses. You know what I mean? That is happiness. That's true happiness. You know, it's true happiness when you don't have to depend on nobody. You could be under a spell right now, okay, to where this spell makes you be reliant and dependent on other people. It's like you gotta be in a relationship. You know what I mean? You be lonely at times, and you're dreading being lonely, and you're like, I have to find somebody. I gotta be with somebody. Are you the one? Are you the one? You the one? And you the one? Are you the one? And I'll be like, out of pappy. Out of pappy. Nah, seriously. Seriously, man. You really could. That's another spell that even I used to be under. You could be under a spell of living from relative to relative, using your relatives, using your cousin, you know, using your mama. You stay with your mama still. You stay with your daddy. You under a spell that you have to be dependent on them because you feel like you can't do it on your own because somebody put something in your head. It probably was your parents. You know what I mean? It probably was somebody that's close to you that you grew up with, that was older than you, that make you feel like you got to be dependent on me. I'm the one that can make it happen for you, girl. I'm the one that can make it happen for you. If you need anything, call on me. And you've been calling on this person and calling on this person and calling this person. Every time you get in trouble, you call on this person. Every time you need some money, you call on this person. Every time you feel like your life is going upside down, you go back and call on this person. And this person got you doing drugs. This person got you doing drugs. You know why? Because they see your weakness. They see what hurts you the most. And see, they got you under a spell. You don't even know it. Because every time you do what they tell you to do, it makes you feel fulfilled again. You get a sense of relief. You feel like you can experience life again. Because this person got you under a spell. You know what I mean? You always smoking, you smoke too much. And that smoking so much like that is not good because it pollutes your thinking. You don't need nothing outside of the human body to make your temple work at the optimum potential, folks. Even God himself said that. You don't need nothing. I say it again. You don't need nothing outside of your body. No substances, no medicines, no drugs. No, nothing. You don't need people. You don't need nothing outside of yourself to fulfill your potential of who you are within yourself. But see, you under a spell. Every time you do this substance, you always feel more creative. You think you're more creative. You think you're more special. You think you can see life more clearly. You think you're more smarter. You think you look more beautiful. It doesn't make you look beautiful. It makes you look discombobulated. It makes you look weary. It makes you lazy. It makes you faint. You're not vigilant. You're not glowing up when you do this. You're not glowing. You're like sluggish. You're laid back. You're like giggly, ha, just all out of order. That's not who you really truly are. You're really supposed to be open. You're really supposed to be receptive. You're really supposed to be alert. You're really supposed to be aware. You're supposed to be thinking fast. You're not supposed to be thinking slow, okay? But once again, see, there's some people around you that's influencing you that this makes you feel cool. This is great. This is cool. Everybody does it. Come on. You can do it with us. But see, you were chosen one, and you know in your heart that's not the right thing to do. And you know good and well this stuff is holding you up from your destiny. It's holding you up from your destiny. Some of y'all, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but somebody under a spell of sex. You have a spell of lust on your life. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it seems like you can't go without it. You got to have it, and it's controlling you. It's controlling you, and it's controlling you. Every time you go outside, you look at something that entices you. You look at this woman, bro. Every woman you see, you checking her out, bro, with your eyes because you just under this spell Because how your daddy was raised, how your mom and them came up, what you seen when you was a kid, all of this done trickled down into your mind. And now you think that sex is happiness. You got to break that spell. That's a curse. And whether you want to believe it or not, I know that's how I got here and so did you. But if you're overly doing that and you're constantly thinking about that, I'm sorry to say, but you are under a spell. And you're not going to be the greatest version of yourself until you break that spell. And you and God knows, until you break that spell, you're not going to get the opportunity and the blessing that await you. I lie to you not. I lie to you not. Back in college, I used to be up under that spell too. But I guess I didn't get my breakthrough back then. I guess I wasn't who I am today. Back then, was I? No, I was struggling. I was going through hardships. I couldn't even find myself. Why? Because I was under that spell. And you having the same issues right now, and you can't get past thinking about that, and you can't never find your dream man. You're never gonna find him because you are under a spell of sex. Huh? You gotta break that spell. Listen, becoming your truest, greatest version is breaking down all of the parts and the faucets of you that are holding you back from your greatest potential. Okay? It don't matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be anything that you are overly doing. It could be binge eating. It could be anything. It could be always wanting to feel validated. You could be up under the spell of wanting to feel validated. Every time you go out, you gotta have on makeup. Every time you go out, you gotta be making the right moves and doing the right angles and hoping that people are looking at you. You always checking and seeing who like you. You going and scrolling through and see who like you. You under a spell of validation. You under a spell of trying to get recognition. You under a spell of trying to get likes on Instagram. You are under a hypnosis of the metaverse. You can't get out of social media. I don't know who I'm talking to, but that's the spell. See, folks, one thing you got to understand is if you're not free from this stuff, you can never reach your greatest potential. All of the blessings that God has for you, they cannot arrive in your life because the thing that you are doing is always keeping your attention to the point you're never looking over here. You're never looking over there. You're not thinking about this. You're not thinking about that because every time this comes around, you're like, oh, my precious, the ring. You see what would happen? You see what was happening with Gollum in Lord of the Rings? He was under the spell of that ring so bad. Look at how it made him look. He once upon a time was a real hobbit, but he turned into Gollum. He turned into a Decepticon. He turned into a little gremlin because of a ring. He was obsessed with a ring, jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And so you could be under these spells, folks, and you don't even know it. Okay, it's so many different spells. And listen, I don't know who I'm talking to out there, but it's something that you're doing. Okay, it's something that you're doing behind closed doors, and nobody don't know it. Okay, I know it. That's why I'm coming in. That's why I'm bringing it to your consensus right now. You're doing something behind the scenes, but you want to go and be on the scene. You're doing something behind the scenes, but you want to get to your destiny. You're doing something behind the scenes that's keeping you from being the person who you know you truly are. And you've been going through it for years and years and years. I'm telling you today, you're going to break the spell. Okay? You're going to break the spell. You're going to get over it. You're going to see a better day. Okay? This year, this is your year. You already know this is your year. If this is your year, you got to clap. This your year, you're going to be free this year. You're going to be free. You're not going to have no worries. You're not going to have no problems. You're not going to be under those spells. You're going to be free like Neo when he broke free from out the Matrix. He found himself. You understand? But I got to say, folks, if you are under spells right now, and like I said, I've been talking to so many people on calls, and I've been noticing a lot of y'all is under spells. Y'all got to break these spells, folks. Okay, otherwise, the blessings is not going to be able to flow in your life. The floodgates of heaven is not going to rain down blessings on you. You can wish, listen, you can wish and think and hope for 1,000, 100 years that you're going to be rich, you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to have a Bentley, you're going to get a Ferrari, you're going to get a Maybach. You can think about that forever. But guess what? You will never, ever get it if you up under spells. If you up under spells, you will never get it. Okay? In order to have these blessings come in your life, you got to be healthy. You got to be mentally wealthy. You know, they say the mind is the new wealth. You got to be emotionally stable. Some of y'all under the spell of emotional instability. You get upset so quick. You throw flares with people so quick. You so quick to cut people off that treat you good. That's a spell. That's a curse. The devil know exactly how to trigger you to make you block your blessing when people is coming into your life to give you love, to give you happiness, to give you opportunities. And you got a spirit of jealousy. You can't stand to see somebody doing better than you. You can't stand to see people getting more blessings than you, and you up under a spell. So listen, I'm not trying to tell this to you to pick on you, because I've been in that dark place before. I couldn't even get up here and talk about it if I had not been through that which I speak about. I'm not a Decepticon. I'm a real one. Okay? So I'm getting on here to tell y'all, you got to break this shit. And just like that, you can no longer let this shit keep you bound like a slave. You are powerful. You are much more stronger than this. This is nothing. Listen, folks, listen. There are much more beautiful things to life, man. I mean, there are much more beautiful things to life than feeding into your vices and your addictions. It's much more beautiful. Man, you can get out here like I'm going to do today. You can get out here and ride a bike, man, around a mountain. Go swimming, play basketball, lift weights, go shopping, sightsee, take trips. There's so much more to life. But if only you knew how much more there was to life, you wouldn't be up under the spell. You wouldn't let the spell curse you. But see, in order for you to see what God has for you, you got to break the spell first. Once you break the spell and you show yourself approved, you stand vigilant and you show yourself strong in the midst of this habit. You be strong and you conquer it with your mind power. Then you will see a new day. It's right there. It's right around the corner. But first, you got to break the spell first. See, folks, I can't break it for you. I can't. If I could, I'll try. I'll try to put myself in your shoes. But it's not my battle. Okay? But I can point you and lead you in the right direction. You know what I mean? Listen, I can't change the way the wind blow, but I can help you adjust your sails so you can blow your boat in the right direction. And I've done that by creating my very own Breaking Spells course. I created it myself because big brother, your big brother, I done been through it before. Y'all go back and look at my first videos I ever made. You will see me breaking the spells all the way up to this one. I am not the same person anymore. Okay? So if you want to break these spells, man, if you're tired of being under bondage of whatever it is that you're fighting right now, you got to get this course today that I have. And I have in this course, I have more videos that nobody ain't seen in this course than any other course that I have, because I know this course is the one that people need help with the most. I got a lot of videos in that course that nobody has even seen. And I'm even writing stuff in the course that's telling you about certain spells and how to break the spell. If you really want to break the spell today, I challenge you. Get the course. And I guarantee you will see a new day. You'll see a new day. Mark my words. Where they do that at, I don't know. But I broke my spells. I hope you break yours. I'm living good. I'm feeling good. I'm healthy. I'm vibing high band. It's going to be a good day for me. And you're going to have a good day too if you get my Breaking Spells course, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, if you can't afford my Breaking Spells course, I'm going to tell you, this is how you really break it, okay? You break spells by, you got to build up the willpower, first of all, okay? You have to build up the courage and the willpower to be able to know that you can get over this thing. Secondly, what you got to do, you got to find things to replace the time that you will actually be partaking in the spell work, okay? Or you got to find something that can reciprocate, what you would normally do if you were doing the habit, okay? You have to come up with, I can't explain it, but you got to do activities. You got to do things. You got to find more things to do that are worth your time more than this spell. Because the spell has so much influence over your life. You need something bigger than that in order to break the spell. And that's what keeps you coming back into the spell, is because you're running to little thrills outside of the spell. These little thrills might seem like they're big in the moment. You feel like you're accomplishing nothing, but then it always comes back down like, I'm back to square one again. And you're never really breaking the spell, okay? So that's really how you break the spell. It's courage, it's willpower, and it's finding something that is more valuable than the spell. But you can't find something to do that's more valuable than the spell that you really are passionate about or that you love to do if you haven't really learned how to have courage and willpower. I'm sorry to say, okay? But this is your battle, okay? And you got to get through this. So this is my video, man, on breaking the spell, man. And I know somebody that watching this video, I know it hit somebody that's watching this video, because I could not make this video if it wasn't meant to be, okay? This video was for you, all right? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other videos. If you need to break a spell, get my break a spell course below in the top comment section. Don't waste no time. Don't look back. Let's break the spell, baby. It's your big brother. I'll see you in the next video.